Hello children, a warm welcome to our English class. A very good morning to you all. Before going into the next part of the story, let's have a quick recap of what we have seen yesterday. The Golden Bird. Kindly take out your English reader, page number 43. Once upon a time there lived a king. The king had a golden bird in a golden cage. Every day someone used to give food and water to the bird, and also they used to groom her, right? They used to groom her fine. They used to groom her yellow feathers very finely. Groom means they used to clean and brush her feathers, children. So every day they used to groom her finely, and the bird used to sing a song for the king. But as the time passed, king felt that it's not wrong. He thought that holding a bird in a cage is not wrong. Then he decided to set the bird free. He told the men to set the bird free. Then what did they do? They took the bird and left the cage in the jungle, right? So let's see what happened next. The men took the cage deep into the jungle, set it down, opened the door and went away. Next, the golden bird hopped out. She looked around her. She was hungry. After a while, she saw a monkey swinging from a tree. So, the golden bird hopped out, means it jumped out from the cage into the jungle. She looked around her. Obviously, it is a jungle full of trees. She was hungry. There, someone used to give the food. She was a pampered. Someone used to take care of her. But here in the jungle, no one is there, right? It was free. It need to earn her own food. She was hungry. After a while, she saw a monkey swinging from a tree. So after some time, she saw a monkey swinging from a tree. Swinging means the monkey swings on the trees, right? It moves from one tree to another tree. Next page. Hello there, said the monkey. Who are you? The bird tossed her head and said, I'm the golden bird. Here, tossed means, if you see the meaning to the left side, moved her head back proudly. The bird is so proud here, since the bird was looked in the palace very like she was taken care very sophisticatedly, right? She was taken care so nicely. Someone will be bringing the food and water daily before she asks, and she was groomed daily nicely. So she was having that facility every day. So she felt that she was something special to the king, right? But here in the jungle, it replied like the bird tossed her head and said, I'm the golden bird. Means the way she said was so proudly. Next, I can see you are new to the jungle, said the monkey. Do you want to see the best places to feed? So the monkey is asking the bird, do you want to see the best places to feed? Means, do you want to see the best places for your food? What a monkey, teach me. So this was the bird's reply. See here. What can a monkey teach me? Replied the bird. And you have such a funny face. Have you seen my beautiful beak? She added. Means here, the bird is so proud of her beak, and she is saying to the monkey like this. What can a monkey teach me? Replied the bird. And you have such a funny face. So she is telling to the monkey that you have such a funny face. Have you seen my beautiful beak? If you observe, what are these words? Funny face, funny, beautiful. All these are adjectives, right? They are describing the noun. Here, face is a noun, beak is a noun. So the funny face. Okay. What can a monkey teach me? Replied the bird. And you have such a funny face. Have you seen my beautiful beak? She added. Here funny means you all know, right? Something strange and not nice to see. Do as you like, said the monkey, as he swung off into the trees. Swung off means he moved from one tree to the another by swinging on the branches. So the monkey felt like, okay, do as you like, said the monkey. If someone replies to you in this way, obviously you also say the same thing, right? Do as you like, I don't mind, I don't care. Okay, next. Sometime later, the golden bird heard a hissing noise in the grass and saw a snake hissing. The sound which the snake makes is called as a hissing noise. So, it is a snake. Well, hello, hissed the snake. Who are you? So, these are the dialogues of the snake. Well, hello, hissed the snake. Who are you? I am the golden bird, replied the bird. So, the bird is replying in this way. I am the golden bird, replied the bird. Come, let me show you the jungle, said the snake. So, even the snake also had introduced herself and she wanted to help the bird, and she is saying that, come, I'll introduce the jungle. Come, I'll show you the jungle. No, said the bird. What can a snake teach me? The same. What can a snake teach me? And you have a hissing voice. Do you know, I sing beautifully. So the bird is saying to the snake that, what can you teach me? You have a hissing voice. But I have a beautiful voice. The bird is so proud of her voice. Maybe, hissed the snake, and he slithered away. Slithered away means moved smoothly and fast, twisting its body. Means how does the snake move? You all know, right? Crisscross. So let's see the story till here. From these paragraphs, we can learn some grammar. When you are reading, please read the lesson from first to till here. Underline the hard words and write down the hard words in your English HW, children. Apart from that, here if you observe, hello there, said the monkey. Who are you? Who are you? Means it is a question, right? Who are you is a question. Okay. Can you find any other questions in these paragraphs? Yes. Here in the fifth line. Do you want to see the best places to feed? Do you want to see? It's a question. Right? Still, any other questions can you see? The very next line. What can a monkey teach me? Next. Do as you like. It's an expression, but even though. Next, who are you? Here, in this paragraph, we can find many question forms. What are the question forms, children? What, when, where, which, how. We know all these, right? And also do, does. D forms. Do, does, did. All these are the question forms. So here, when do we use these W questions and D questions? WH questions and D questions. If you remember, I have told you many a times that it's easy to remember, like 4 wives and 1 husband. Right? 4 wives means which, what, where, when. 1 husband is how. And 3 Ds. 3 Ds, right? Do, does, did. So it's very easy to remember if you have this kind of what to say? The simple formats. Okay. So when do we use these question forms? First, let us discuss 3 Ds. Do, does, did. So we use these type of questions. Do you want to hear? Do you want to eat? Do you want to come? Or did you go? See, whatever it is, whenever you use these D questions, it means the answer could be single answer, that is yes or no. For example, if I ask you, did you understand? Yes, no. If your mom asks you, do you want to eat? Yes, no. So usually D questions are used for single word answers. Understood, children? These D questions are used to get single word answers. But whereas W and H questions, if you ask, then the answer could be something more than the single word. Instead of yes and no, it could be something more. You need to give some explanation. Here, if you observe, in the first line, who are you? The bird tossed her head and said, I am the golden bird. It didn't say that yes, no. I am the golden bird. It answered in a sentence, right? It gave something more like information. Next. Here, where are the do questions? Do you want to see the best places to feed? What can a monkey teach me? Okay, not like this, but usually the do questions. Okay, if you see here the last but one line, do you know I sing beautifully? So this is the do question, right? Do you know I sing beautifully? Maybe it's a single answer. So in this way, D questions will have answers usually in a single word, yes, no, maybe, whatever, in this way. But whereas WH questions will have answers more length. It's not like lengthy. It gives some more information about the particular question. It gives some more information. So when you are reading the lesson, try to identify the WH questions and D questions, children. Do, did, does, whatever it is. WH questions and do questions, and try to identify the question and answer. Thank you. Don't forget to underline the hard words and write it in your English HW. While reading, please identify the WH questions and do questions and try to identify the answers for them. Thank you, children. Have a nice day.